This is Tashina Arnold, and you are about to watch the Cosandra Calloway Show. Hurry up and tune in.
From her reign as Miss Black Teen New York to DJing at great college stations like Hunter College, John Jay College, and WSSB at South Carolina University, then working with the biggest names in R&B and soul music, Cosandra Calloway has seen it all and done it all. Until now. Premiering with just 96 listeners on Blog Talk Radio in 2009, she quickly grew to over 3 million faithful listeners on Calloway Live, all while interviewing her favorite television, movie, and music stars. She quickly became known as the go-to red carpet hostess. RMC On Air presents the Cosandra Calloway Show, covering growth in mind, body, and spirit, as well as your favorite celebrity interviews. Starting her 7th season here on RMC On Air, here's your hostess with the mostest, Cosandra Calloway.
Good evening, world. Good afternoon, world. My name is Cosandra Calloway. They call me the hostess with the mostest, and I'm here on rmconair.com and blogtalkradio.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you that take the time to watch or listen to the Cosandra Calloway Show. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I want to start off today's show by giving condolences and praying for the families and people in Paris. I know that this happened a couple of days ago, and we were kind of caught up with all the guests on Saturday's show, but the people, the Calloway Nation, we are praying for Paris and all the other places where there's civil unrest, where there are suicide killings going on. We're praying for the world. We want world peace. I want world peace. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I put it in my part of my journal. I would like to see what I can do to help achieve world peace, where everyone in the world just have a better life. Just dream and think about just living the life that God has given you. If you're sitting somewhere right now and you're miserable, find what you want to do. Find what that talent is and do it. Now, guys, I know you guys have seen last week I started doing a missing thing, and I want to not only just feed your mind, body, and spirit, I want you guys to think about some things. So if you guys see this missing person, her nickname is Kathy, please read the information on the screen and find any way we can help find this missing person. So we're going to leave this up on the screen for a few minutes and a few seconds. And if you missed the live broadcast, then please go back to the Cosandra Calloway Show on RMC or on CallowayMedia.com, and please take a look at this flyer, because there's so many missing individuals here in California alone. So if you can help out with this missing person, or the person and Mr. Campbell from last week, and if you can help out with that, please do so. Please, I'm begging you. Now, I'm also going to say happy birthday to some friends and some family. So it's birthday time. And the first person I start off with birthday to, my girl, Angela Conti. Hey, Angie. Angela Conti's birthday and Angela Means. So I have to say happy birthday to two Angelas. And I only have one Angela's picture up. So Angela Means, I say happy birthday to you. The next birthday I'm going to say happy birthday to is Gabby. Hey, Gabby, happy birthday. I think you left the country or something like that, but when you get back, we have to do lunch. The next person I want to say happy birthday to is my boy, Tawala Sharp. Tawala happens to be the nephew to the incredible Eloise Laws, who's been on the Calloway Nation, but I'm hoping that she comes to the Cosandra Calloway Show. That's where we need her, at the Cosandra Calloway Show. And to my girl, Trina, my dog from South Carolina State. I may not be a Delta, but I kidnapped you, your whole Delta line. I kidnapped every Delta line to what was spring of 89, 87, whenever it was. So girlfriends, happy birthday. And Tawala, I'm not calling you a girlfriend. I'm saying girlfriend to my girls at South Carolina State. Happy birthday, everybody. Now, right about now, I normally show Feed the Streets, but what I want to do is I realize God has made a whole bunch of things happen for me in my life. A whole lot of things happen for me. So I'm going to show you guys what was going on in my life around actually this same exact date last year. The same exact date last year. This is what I was doing. Hey! I'm the red carpet hostess. Oh my God, Tony, it's been 14 years. It's been 14. They said I got 45 seconds. How do I do 45 seconds? seconds with a friend of 14 years. Hi, Miss Braxton.
Hi, Cassandra. How are you?
Mr. Tony, what, you're nominated this evening?
Yes.
Oh, why theater?
You know,
I need to rush her to the other side.
I've been
But I'm the red carpet host. 1 second. Okay.
I've been very, very fortunate to do several plays and to be acknowledged. It feels great, so I'm excited about it.
Now, for me to ask you questions, how's the book?
The book's good. It did
Am I in the
well.
book?
You're not in the book. Is she in the book? I don't think so. No, you're not in the book.
Next time?
Next time.
That's right. Last year, this time, I had the pleasure of being the red carpet hostess for the NAACP Theater Awards. And as you saw, that was the first time I saw Tony in 14 years, after working for her and working with her for 14 years. So you'll see some more things that I was doing this time last year throughout this show. What I want to show you right now is a good friend of mine who's going to be on the show. She has an amazing soul food restaurant we're going to talk about, and she used to be on The Price is Right. And we're going to hear from our Title 5, because this will be on Rewind. And actually, I changed the name of the segment from Excuse Me, Miss, because it wasn't really feeling it. Because I said, anything you saw on the Calloway show, you wouldn't see on the Cosandra Calloway show. But what I'm bringing back is I'm bringing back the bomb drop, okay? So I'm going to drop a bomb on me later, and we'll see that rewind that I just did. So what we're going to say is, title sponsor, Funky Sticks, 1431 South La Brea Avenue. We'll be right back. Hey! Alright, Mama Souls. Now, I've just finished one of my most incredible shows, and I tried to come here before or after the show for some collard greens and some yams. So Mama Soul and Star's going to show me what else they got on the menu. I'm hungry.
Hollywood, yeah. How we should, We got it.
Taste so next year. This food right here is incredible. I can't wait to finish this so I can have my peach cobbler. Thank you, Star. Hey, what you guys think?
Great. Awesome.
Funky Sticks first hit the market in 1991. Setting out to provide the market with more of a diverse variety of scents that had a lasting potency. Today, that's exactly what Funky Sticks offers. As the originators of vacuum sealing incense sticks, Funky Sticks are soaked for over 48 hours, sealed for a stronger aromatic presence, quick and effective, stored in resealable bags. Funky Sticks guarantees to always be fresh and wet. The wetter ones are the better ones. You can find Funky Sticks in over 120 retail outlets in Los Angeles County and at our wholesale affiliates in downtown Los Angeles and the city of Gardena. Funky Sticks can be used to replace unpleasant scents for aromatherapy. This year, Funky Sticks offers over 80 scents, incense sprays, body oils, burning oils, as well as a winter collection of candles. We guarantee to always be funky fresh. Funky Sticks. The wetter, the better. FUNKESTIXX. That's right. That's my boy Funky Sticks. Make sure you go to 1431 South La Brea Avenue and tell Funky Sticks that I sent you. And all the guests are getting the scent of the month. That's vanilla. And the first person that gives us a call at 323-965-1600, I'm giving you the scent of the month for the whole year. And actually, right, I have Jason last week actually called in and actually hit me up. And so you will get your scent of the month. Even though you don't live here in LA, I will personally ship it to you. But if you're here in LA and you want a present from the Cosandra Calloway show, you have to go to Funky Sticks, which is at 1431 South La Brea Avenue. Now, you know I've been a fly on the wall with a lot of things, so I'm going to show you an event that I was a fly on the wall with, or talk about an event that I was a fly on the wall with last night. Hey! You know the fly's been around for a long time, and the fly's going to tell you some things, because I've been on some walls, y'all. I've been on some walls. It's the fly on the wall. Yeah, yeah. Show the fly on the wall. Yeah, yes. It's the fly on the wall. Oh, you want to see what I was chopping on? You want me to tell you what I was chopping on? Last night, I had the pleasure of hanging out with my boy, Mr. Norwood Young. Now, Norwood Young not only debuted his new fragrance, I'll Never Tell, but he also debuted, wait for it, I need to take a sip. Hold up, I might need to take 2 sips. Best cider.
Norwood debuted his fourth nose. Now, I'm not talking trash and I'm not bagging on a friend. He's actually doing a show called Botch, where they're going back and fixing surgeries that went awry. Now, I've known Norwood since I moved into Los Angeles, and I wouldn't have even thought he had any work done. But he is now on his fourth nose, and I can't show a picture what his new nose looks like right now because they said that they have to air it on A&E first. So I walk into, we were at Holmes in Beverly Hills, and I had the pleasure, the first person I see is Jack A. Harry. Now, I don't want to seem like I'm feeling myself, but I'm going to start walking around with Periscope on, because I said if a camera was on every time I did what I did, no one would believe my life. Walking and everybody's screaming, Cassandra, Cassandra. It's Jack A. Harry, Lou Nell, Cherie Fletcher, who we shouted out last Saturday show. And once again, Cherie, happy birthday again. Valerie Chandler from Raising Whitley, who we just saw pictures with. Jarvey actually said that he's going to hire me, and I'm saying it on the air because he wants me to do his toy drive again that I did and a couple of other events. So Jarvey, I said I was going to call you tonight, but I promise you I'm going to call you when the show is over. I had a lot of things to do. I hung out a little later than I thought. Now, before I go into the guests, because I have some amazing guests in the show. I have one of my boys who I always only see, and I'm just going to call him H. I always only see him on the red carpet, but he calls me when he has interesting people that he feels is going to be on the show. He introduced me to a young lady who interned for a day. Maybe I got an intern in here for a day now too. Let's see if she lasts. The other one didn't call back, and I'm not chasing no interns. Now, if you want to work, info@CassandraCalloway.com, because there's a lot going on and it's real busy here. So I have Raylan in the studio as well, and I also have Phoenix. I have some new music. I heard this song called "Grown Woman." Whew, I didn't know I was grown. I didn't know I was a little girl till I heard Grown Woman, till I heard Grown Woman. Boy, a lot's going to be on the bomb drop. You know what I do? Why do I do this? I'm going to speak a little slower, and maybe I won't fumble over my words. Someone told me that I think so fast that I'm tripping over my own words. So I'm going to try to see if my brain will work any slower. So my boy, Mr. Cliff Russell, sitting over there, won't go, you know what? When this show's over, I'm going to have to give her a shot of something to calm her down. This is natural. Also going to be in the studio also is my friend who owns the restaurant Mama Souls. You've seen her on The Price is Right. Her name is Star Campbell. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk to Phoenix, because Phoenix, and I want to make sure I say it correctly because I always get names incorrect. Phoenix is from Philadelphia. But the irony about this whole interview when I walked into RMC today is I've been talking to this lady for the last 3 months on the telephone. And here's the funny about that. Every time she calls me, I'm either setting up for a show, going to a red carpet, and I'm always rushing off the phone. And I don't remember the first time we met, but I'm always rushing off the phone, acting like, look, I would love to talk to you. And she's like, oh, I need a publicist. Send us a publicist. Okay, I'm going to send it now. Of course, I got busy. It took a minute. And then to walk into the studio and for Phoenix to be in the studio going, and I've been talking to you, and it took her to tell me because I got a lot going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cassandra Calloway Show. My girl, Phoenix. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Cassandra. How about you?
Man, are you glad you're here this California warm weather?
You know, it just got warm today. I got here Sunday, and it felt just almost like Philly to me. So I was a little afraid because I didn't bring a heavy overcoat, but it's warm today. I feel great. Feels like Cali.
Right. It was funny because last night when I went out to Norwood's event, I was freezing. I mean, I had on my nice little leather jacket trying to be cute, but I knew I should have put on. I had another coat on and it just looked too masculine. I was like, I can't walk in to home knowing I'm going to see who I'm going to see with that jacket on and not be as fly as I think I am. So
That's right.
So Philadelphia girl, I love Philly hoagies, the whole nine. I used to take the train. I used to take the train when I was running the Latin Quarter. We would leave there at 4 in the morning and jump on the Amtrak train and go to Philly and go to, what's the big Rick's? Is it Rick's or Nick's?
We got, what you want to talk about, cheesesteaks or hoagies?
Oh, well, if there's a difference?
Yeah, we got Pat's cheesesteaks. We got Geno's cheesesteaks. Those are the two rivals for Philly cheesesteaks. I think Nick's is a hoagie place. Yeah, it's cold cuts.
No, I'm talking about the beef with the peppers and the onions. That,
yeah, that's Geno's. That's Pat's and Geno's. Yes, Pat's and Geno's.
What, other than your amazing voice, is that the only, what brought you to Los Angeles other than singing?
Writing, that's my first love. That is the core of what I do. So I write, and doing a couple screen scripts right now, screenplays, scripts, mostly reality television. So I have 2 projects in pre-production, one about women and another about police officers. So I'm very excited about those projects, but outside of the writing for film or television, I enjoy songwriting. I love performing, and that's why I'm here. I've been here back and forth for about a year or so, and Cali's an awesome place to be.
Now, you said Cali's an awesome place to be. Then Philly, you know what? They're gonna take your card. They tried to take my East Coast card. Do you want to keep your East Coast card?
Oh, I'm keeping my East Coast card. I'm Philly born and raised. Them streets know me. Them streets bred me.
Now, I know, everybody, when they say Philadelphia, the first thing they want to talk about is Rocky. But I don't know if you're as excited as I am, because Creed is coming out. And I love that.
Yes.
And I hope this movie does just as well, so Michael can get a statue just like Sylvester Stallone.
That's
you think
right.
that'll happen?
I think it will happen. I do think it'll happen.
Yeah, because I think he's an excellent actor. And of course, I think this Rocky... They're on Rocky 101? Like, I don't even believe Sylvester Stallone is still doing Rocky. Like, is he going to be in? I want to, and I please put it in a dine-in theater so I can go, because I can't go to a regular movie theater because I can't smell popcorn. So I'm willing to spend $25 to sit in a dine-in theater, so I won't have to smell it, because I want to see Creed. And
I'll have to join you on that.
And the Charlie Brown movie too, and the Charlie Brown movie as well. I'm excited to see that one as well.
Yes.
Now, if you could pick a genre of music, which is your favorite?
My favorite would be jazz.
Who's your favorite jazz artist?
My favorite jazz artist would have to be like Lena Horne. I have more than one. Nina Simone. I love Nina Simone because of how deep her voice is. Lena Horne, Ella Fitzgerald, all of them. I love all the jazz greats. And more modern, more current jazz type singers, Jill Scott. We got Emile LaRoe, used to be Groove Theory, so I cover her stuff sometimes. And then Sade isn't really jazz.
She's
just I do. Sade, I do. So those kinds of jazzy sounds, those are my favorites when we talk jazz. And that is really my favorite genre of music. Ultimately, as I evolve as a singer, I will wind up singing that kind of music. Right now, I'm still hip-hop, R&B, alternative. I got too much drop it like it's hot in me right now.
Too much? Maybe not. Maybe
just stand still.
Just stand still, because there's some people that, I'm not even gonna call no names, because there's some people that be dropping it like it's hot, and they need to stop. And also, not only them. Let me so y'all can get into this. You old school rappers, and I'm not gonna say no names, okay? But you guys who are still walking around on stage with your pants sagging, and you got bellies, and you got babies, stop.
Stop.
Okay, if the Supremes were here, I would have them sing "Stop in the Name of Love." We love your music. You don't have to look like the 12-year-old kids that are out here rapping and doing the things that they're doing. Please put some clothes on. Please put some regular clothes on. That's all I'm just saying. We don't have to see that. It's unnecessary. We don't have to see that. Hey, Miss Rose. I'm gonna say Rose because you spell it R-O-Z-E.
Yes.
Your name is very unique. Tell us how you got that.
The name kind of is like it's an inspiration, and because of the way that I grew up, very complex, I'm drawn to lots of mythological deities and gods, Egyptian in particular. So I love the characteristics of the Sphinx itself, being that it had the head of a woman and all these other parts to her. And then the Phoenix, Firebird, there's a phoenix in everyone. It's almost like every time you take a loss or every time you have a setback, with the idea of the Phoenix, Firebird, continually being reborn from its own ashes or its parents' ashes. I love that. And that is inside of everyone. You are constantly reborn. Every time you pick yourself up and you pull yourself back up and you keep going, you are rebirthing yourself. So that had to come with me. And the Sphinx, the characteristics of both of those creatures, those gods, are phenomenal. I put them together, and that's how we came up with Phoenix.
And now, You spell it differently too.
Yes, I tried to incorporate the letters from both of the gods to create Phoenix. And quite honestly, it's an internal thing, dialogue that goes on in your head. And that is really how it came about. It was like all of a sudden, I was wondering what was asking kind of to the universe, what is my name? What is my name going to be? And this is what came back.
Now, you had a lot of adversity and you spoke about it, you just talked about it. Why don't you just tell the Cosandra Calloway Nation a little bit about what you've come through with God's help to get you to where you are today?
Okay, well, I grew up in foster care in Philadelphia, on the streets of Philly, since I was 11. So from 11 to the age of 21, I was able to go past the 18th year. I went into independent living at 18, and they saw me through halfway through college. But I grew up a foster kid. You know, I bounced around, never got adopted. Lived at about 22 different places from the age of 11 to 21, and I kept being reborn as that phoenix bird.
Now, you have some great song titles. Usually, We Be That Girls, or what is it?
We Them Girls.
We Them Girls.
We them girls.
Grown Woman and Can't Get Over
You.
Now, who did you write Can't Get Over You about?
Honestly, that is about my children's father, who has just been around forever and won't go anywhere. So
by choice?
By his choice. So
girl, I'm a
complex creature, so he hangs in there. And the song really, it's two-part, that, and then also I lost my mom, my birth mom, who I didn't know very well. Always wanted to get to know her, but she suffered from schizophrenia, so I never knew her, and even looked in her eyes, she didn't know me. So there are certain times in that song. Songs are interesting because your emotions go from different things back and forth when you're writing, and when you're actually delivering it, your mind will travel to something else to pull out the note or to add the emotion to the song. So when I'm actually saying I can't get over you, I'm really, believe it or not, thinking about my mom, because I will never get over her, the not knowing her, not having her, not ever having her. So that part, but then when I start talking about texting me, calling me, Facebook, Twitter, all that, it's my baby daddy.
Okay, because I know you. Because I was like, I know your mother was at Facebook. You get an Instagram from your mom's where you're like,
yeah. So there's mixed emotion. You know, you go back and forth in songs. There's a lot of times they're not always about one thing. So that's a mixed song. So when I'm saying I can't get over you, I really was thinking about my mom at that time.
I have the pleasure of still having my mom here. I have several friends whose mom has passed away, their moms that have passed away. And so my heart goes out to you, because not to be able to have a relationship with your parent it's a bad thing, not a good thing. Well, it depends, though.
Yeah.
You know, some people. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to feed the streets. We're going to check out some drops, and we'll be right back. Hey, and you know what I'm going to stop doing? I'm not going to play with a pen anymore. This is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to tell you this before we go to this break. If you find in last week's video where it looked like I had something that I had no business having in my hands, I'm going to send you some of my original art, because you're going to also see we're doing some changes with the studio. I have original art up now, so if there's anything on the walls you see, they're purchasable. You can purchase them by going to CallowayMedia.com or give me a call at 323-302-2820. We're going to be right back after these commercials. Hey! Hey, what's up, everybody? There's so many people out there that are hungry and homeless during this time of year, and I make it a point that I feed them. So I need your help once again, because I want to feed the streets on Thanksgiving and Christmas. So why don't you hit me up at 323-302-2820. I need your help. There's no place too far here in Los Angeles for me or one of my team to come get whatever you want to donate to help us feed the streets for 2015. Come on, everybody. I know you want to feed the streets. I know you want to help. Hey!
Hey everyone, I'm Chandrella Avery, and I just had an amazing time on the Cosandra Calloway Show. Please check it out.
This is Yahweh the Holy Ghost, and we would like to thank you, Cosandra Calloway, for a beautiful show.
Thank you so much for your blessings and blessing us to be on your show, and congratulations for your show.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys for doing my show and being a part of the Cosandra Calloway experience. If you want to be a guest on the show, give us an email at info@CosandraCalloway, or give us a call at 323-302-2820. That number again is 323-302-2820. Now, Miss Rose is going to sing us a song. We're gonna get some music out of it. But before we get some,
sing a song.
Yeah, no, I'd really look. Marie didn't tell you were singing a song.
I got a song we could play.
Whoa, wait a minute now. I'm not going to do this to you on the air because it was discussed yesterday that you was going to be bringing an MP3 and singing me a song.
I got that.
You got that? So before we go into the song, we're going to play a game called Who Said That? So this game is, you have to tell me which one of your songs you said this particular line to. And we'll be right back with Who Said That? Hey!
Who Said That? Welcome to Who Said That?
All right, are you ready, Miss Rose?
Yes.
Would you like to know what you're playing for?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so out of the Cosandra Calloway Show bootleg box, we have, your own. Now, I'm going to do this. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I do this. Star Campbell, who owns Mama Souls across the street, who's also the Price is Right model, was supposed to be here. So this gift was supposed to be specifically for her because she is a chef. So we got some pots and pans and a spatula.
Okay.
Okay. So out of the Cosandra Calloway Show box, we have your own hair dryer, hair curler. A Cosandra Calloway, you were on my show trophy.
Okay.
And you gotta just stop that. Just don't even go. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Because I have a new intern too. And give me that. What she's trying to do, y'all, and we're gonna do because it's a live show. And my name's Cosandra Calloway. We're trying to Periscope so we can get Periscope going with everything else. And the reason why we can't get Periscope going with everything else is because she went to the wrong thing. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just say no Periscope today. So if you guys wanna watch me, you have to watch me on rmconair.com or CallowayMedia.com. Those are the two things. So now here's the other gift. So we got the Cosandra Calloway trophy, your curling iron, and your own selfie stick. The next item coming out of the Superwoman lunchbox is, we got gifts. Ooh, Cosandra Calloway. I make my own bubbles, y'all. I do everything. I do shows, I cook, I feed the streets. I make my own bubbles. You have, I've been on the Cosandra Calloway Show trophy, and you have another Cosandra Calloway trophy. So are you ready, Miss Phoenix?
I'm ready.
Okay then, let me show you. And you know, Mr. Russell, you might as well stay there because you walked out of the shot and they still saw you. So you know, have a seat. You know what I'm gonna do? Seeing that Star didn't show up, I'm gonna interview another good friend of mine too. Okay, so I'm gonna just bring it in because here's the deal. He's just as he's KJLH, the Sentinel when we did the I did the Taste of Soul and the Beauty Pavilion. This gentleman put it all together. So we're gonna come. So Cliff Russell, welcome to the Cosandra Calloway Show.
Thank you. Pleasure. Hi, Cosandra. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Your team. You got an incredible team here in the studio.
Thank you so very much. We're making it happen.
A beautiful guest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
So okay, let's go. We're about to play Who Said That. So you ready? And and then I'm not even going to scream at Chris because I didn't put the Who Said That music in, did I? So he's like, you can't scream this on me today. So who said that? Tell me which particular songs you said these lines, okay?
Okay.
If you're about it, if you're about it, we can talk about it. If you're about it, we can talk about it. Which one of your songs did you say that?
What you know about that?
That's correct. Oh, you know your music! You know your music. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Might have a problem, maybe I could solve them.
Grown woman.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. So, you know your songs, are there any lyrics from anybody else's songs that you know off the top of your head that you just love?
Lots of songs. Is this my trigger song to sing it?
Oh, is it?
Is it my trigger song?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, Bad. I like Bad by Wale and Tierra Thomas.
Okay. Give it to me.
Okay.
Now. I need it now.
You see, baby, I never made love. I never did. But I sure know how to. I'll be a bad girl. I'll prove it to you. I'll be good to you. But at least I can admit that I've had some issues. I won't commit not having it, but at least I can admit that I'm bad now to you. Yeah, I'll be good and bad, but I'll be bad to you.
All right, I'll be bad to you too if you was my husband. And I'm looking for one of those too. 323-302-2820.
Yeah.
We're looking for a frame to go with this picture. Hey. Thank you for playing Who Said That. We'll be right back. Hey.
Who Said That?
Diamond Nails, 4972 West Pico Boulevard, Suite 106A, Los Angeles, California, 90019. The contact number is 323-938-5140. Once again, 323-938-5140. This is where your own red carpet diva and DJ host of the Cosandra Calloway Show gets her nails done here. Diamond Nails. Get filled in.
Sacred Moon Intuitive Bodywork. 310-736-8548 or 310-403-7534.
You're about to witness a seismic event. Now, 3, 2, 1.
Contact information is medicinewoman39@gmail.com. That's MEDICINEWOMYN39@gmail.com. Sacred Moon Intuitive Bodywork.
It's Cosandra Calloway, and I'm back. It's 2:01, and I'd like to say hello, world, to everybody that's watching the Cosandra Calloway Show right now on rmconair.com. Now, we have been joined by my girl, Star Campbell. Hey, Star, how are you, lady?
Hi. Hello. Happy to be here.
We are happy for you to be here as well. Now, the gentleman sitting next to your left, because I had to look at it. Is it left? That's Mr. Cliff Russell. He's the fill-in guy for the, if people decide that they want a kid here just a little late. But you're working. You're running an amazing business that's steps from here. And the fact that I'm able to do this show and I did not come by to get my macaroni and cheese.
Or your collard greens.
Or my collard greens before the show.
I know.
But, Star.
I hooked you up, though. I did.
You did? Wait.
I did.
You bought me some food?
Oh, I did.
Where is? Wait.
It's right here. It's right here. I did. You know what I did? This is it. I brought you some turkey wings with sweet potato, which has been baked in brown sugar, sprinkled with nutmeg and cinnamon and vanilla, and also some collard greens with smoked turkey. Yes,
are my yams in there too?
Oh, yes, of course you got yams, girl.
Is it macaroni and cheese?
In fact,
well, I got macaroni on the side. I did get you cornbread. I came straight from the kitchen.
Oh, you know what? And I can do everything but the corn. I'm allergic to corn.
Oh, corn. Oh, okay.
Please, can I just ask this last question? The cornbread wasn't in the bag, in the thing with the food, was it?
No, it's on top.
Pass the plate. Pass the plate. And she's passing your
pass the plate. Oh, there you go.
No, not pass the plate to them. Pass the plate to me.
I'm getting ready to say,
I didn't know.
Pass the plate. You better give me that food. You ain't look. You just getting here. You ain't even got a job yet. You ain't even. You don't touch my food,
right?
You do. I see you through my peripheral vision. I don't do talk about pass the plate. Tell them. Did you bring a fork?
I did.
Pass the plate, the fork, and everything.
Oh, here you go. I don't want to touch it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So it's
around.
So it's baked turkey. It's baked turkey wing, and it has over dirty rice. Okay, which is a combination of ground beef, seasoned ground beef over rice with bell peppers and Cajun seasoning.
Wow.
I'm coming across
So
the
now,
street.
while you tell them about, the Price is Right and finding out about your cheating boyfriend while you were driving.
Oh, somebody did some research. Oh, I see what's going on.
Of course. And here's the deal. Because you missed, I had a game called Who Said That. I seen that you missed it because I had questions and like who said these particular things during interviews of their songs. So I had to skip that, and that was one of your lines. And I actually have, where's my pot? Yo, somebody pass her this pot. This is her. Here you go, Slug. You cook me up some greens in this.
Oh, okay. That's too little, honey. I got big pots.
While she's telling us about her Price is Right experience, I'm going to have me some... Oh, I might not come back. Go ahead, Star. Go, Star.
Price is Right?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your career so I can eat, so I don't have to ask the questions.
Okay. Where am I supposed to... Price is Right was... it was great. It was... We dated for like 3 years, meaning they brought me in 3 different times, and I really knew they liked me, and I wasn't really sure what was missing. And when you go on big auditions like that, they don't ever really tell you like, hey, maybe your eyelashes are too long or your teeth are crooked. They'll just say, oh, thank you very much. So so they brought me in again, and they wanted to bring me in for a screenplay. And so what I decided to do is document the whole thing, like if I get it or I don't get it. But I figured it was real. It's an opportunity. I'm black. And I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm black. And so it was just fun. So I documented the whole thing, and I got it. And so I did it for, I think, 2.5, 3 years. And it was amazing. It was really, it was a great experience. The girls were really nice. Bob was awesome. It was a platform for me to do before and after about 14 national commercials. Awesome. After that, I worked at Paramount Pictures for a while in publicity for about 2 years, and then I set up my own company and I had Star Communications, and then I did some work in Africa. I was the head of marketing and strategy worldwide for the 2nd largest telecommunications station there, buying content. And then from that I saved my money, and I'm a certified yoga teacher, and I really love people, and I want to work with my community, and I like to cook. And the restaurant burnt down across the street in Pico District area, and I decided to rebuild it. And I wanted to do healthy, yummy, delicious food for a reasonable cost. So I do all natural soul food, not organic, but as all natural and organic if I can. So, yeah.
So the fact that I eat there every day, and it's healthy? So wait, I don't have to go to the gym every day now? I can just eat your food and just be great?
Well, I eat my food every day, and I'm not, beyond what I'm supposed to be. But, I mean, everyone's metabolism is different. And so I can't really judge on what someone is supposed to be or what they're supposed to be like. But what I do know, what I can control, is the food that I make. And I control the fact that I use meats that don't have any pesticides or hormones in them. I believe as black women or as black people, we're susceptible to fibroids. And fibroids mean that you're estrogen dominant. And I used to have fibroids. So
I had surgery.
Estrogen dominant.
I had surgery. I had fibroid surgery in '99.
And I had it also after when I came back from Africa. I needed to take care of my health, and that propelled me to make food without hormones for African American people, for myself.
And that's great, because I didn't know that it was that healthy, and I didn't know her story. I'd been going into her restaurant she opened on April 23rd, correct?
April 18th.
Ah!
Isn't it your birthday or something like that?
No,
sorry.
My birthday's December 1st.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And I will be coming for my free plate of food for. Hey, matter of fact,
soon. Okay.
Next Tuesday we're having a big show here. Matter of fact, I'm doing I have a Feed the Street program that I actually talk to you about, where I actually cook the meal that I normally the meal that I cook for myself. I take out what I want, and then I feed the homeless with the rest. The first year I fed 70. The next year I fed 100. Last year we fed 150. Jackie and I, the young lady, if you give us a call at 323-965-1600, that's holding it down on Blog Talk out there for me and on RMC. We go out there and we do our thing. So we're trying to get people to donate more food, donate more plates, because we're doing this out of our own pockets. So if you can help us out, 323-302-2820. So maybe one day if you have I don't know if you have leftovers, but if you do have leftovers, come see a sister over here, and I'll make sure that the people in the street get it, and I'll let them know that it's organic too. They probably don't care about that, how healthy it is. They just want to eat. So that's how we're going to do it. My name is Cosandra Calloway. We're live in studio. And now we're talking about food. The gentleman sitting next to you, he does, I don't want to say consulting, but he's a private contractor. And he put together an event that was part of the Taste of Soul, which was the Beauty Pavilion. But the Taste of Soul is an event that happens You know what, Mr. Russell, why don't you tell them about the Taste of Soul so I can keep on tasting this food?
Yeah, the Taste of Soul, we celebrated this year the 10th annual Taste of Soul festival, and I've been involved with the Taste of Soul for about 7 years as a consultant and as a sponsor consultant as well. And this year we were really, really excited about launching the Taste of Beauty Pavilion. Which was housed by some of the best celebrity hairstylists and ambassadors in Los Angeles. Actually, period, because one of the ambassadors came in, Patrick Bradley, from the Philly area, and the other ambassadors were based here in Los Angeles, and it was just an incredible, incredible event. The whole concept was to really be able to bring beauty to Crenshaw Boulevard in the sense of being able to have it formed in a way of educating the African American female in terms of the different products to use in their hair. And that's when the celebrities came in, the ambassadors came in, and they demonstrated various products from the pure natural hair care product lines to all of the other various product lines that they use in their salon shops.
You have nice hair.
Oh, thank you.
Don't beat me up for saying that. Did I say nice hair? Oh, you have curly hair.
Yeah.
I won't say whether it's nice or not, but,
thank you.
But it's a nice style.
Yeah,
nice
thank
curls.
you. Thank you.
Did you get any products from that? Did I? Is there men products there?
No, but we had Andis there, which is the clipper company that supplies all of the beauty shops or the barber shops with clippers, Andis. So they had their ambassador out, and John, and he came out and he just did incredible free demonstration, free haircuts for kids, for adults, for the whole bit, you know. And cool. That was really, really, really a big sell. All of the other ambassadors just kind of engaged in different styles, different cuts, different colors. One of the big salons were 729 Beauty, which is in the Crenshaw, the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. It's African American owned, and by two females, Michelle and Rhonda. And I mean, they really, really came in and really set the tone of how the various levels of hair and the types of hair and the texture of hair can be bought, sold, and you know,
it was awesome.
You know, so it was awesome. Incredible. It really was.
I had a great time. There was 500,000 people out there. I've had the pleasure of knowing Cliff for years. He knows me from, I guess, Tony Braxton and SAG and everything else. Absolutely. And so now, you know, for him to sit in my studio, I say thank you so very much, Mr. Russell, for coming in and taking a look at what we got going on. What I'm going to do right now is, you guys may think that I don't know what's going on, but I do. You think I might have forgot about Miss Rose over there singing? Are you singing Grown Woman for me?
Grown Woman.
You gonna sing Grown Woman for me?
Yeah, I'll sing a couple lines for you.
All righty then. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you Miss Rose singing Grown Woman. Hey.
Hey.
Can y'all hear that? Yeah, go ahead. Just
put it up.
Go ahead.
Didn't you ever feel like you were suffocating, like you couldn't breathe and you just had to get out of there? That's That's when I think that you should turn it up a notch. Show 'em what you got.
Show 'em what you really about.
Then they might have a problem, but maybe they could solve it. But they sure couldn't stop it.
So what they got a chip up on their
shoulder will knock it off.
I just knocked it off.
And what they gonna do while you getting off?
And what you gonna do about it?
'Cause I'm a grown woman, and ain't nothing you can do with it. 'Cause I look too good to be wearing this.
Yeah, I can see that.
I got a reason. Didn't you know that you can let it go if you want to?
Don't be afraid.
Don't let them keep you from doing you. I think that you should even turn it up a notch. Show 'em what you got.
Show 'em what you really about.
'Cause I'm a grown woman. There ain't nothing you can do with it.
What you gonna do with it?
Good to be wearing this. I'm conceited. I got a reason.
And what you gonna do about it?
'Cause I'm a grown woman.
I'm a grown woman.
And ain't nothing you can do with it.
What you gonna do with it?
Good to be wearing this. I'm conceited.
Hey, yeah.
That's when I'm a grown woman.
Like that.
I'm a grown woman.
So, yeah.
I'm a grown woman.
From a music background, I promoted and marketed music for Sony Music for 17 years. Worked with Arista for another 6-7 years. Was behind L.A. Reid and Clive Davis, very instrumental in Whitney's career, Luther, Michael, the whole bit. So it's always good to hear fresh and good talent. You know.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I think so you got.
We got everything up in here. He's got music, and then modeling. You modeled. Stars a model, it's like from one model to another talking music. Hey, that's the name of the show. Hey, one model to another talking the music. My name is Cosandra Calloway. Guys, hope you're enjoying all of this caliosity we're putting down. Now, Miss Rose, tell them how they can get your music.
Oh, okay. SoundCloud, A Grown Woman is downloadable. All of my music is free right now, except for the one song called Can't Get Over You. I'm actually performing that tomorrow night at the Bonaventure Hotel at the Look Who's Laughing Now, 5th and Figueroa, open mic night there. TV Pendulum Network. So I'll be performing that song tomorrow night live. That song is on sale, 99 cents, basic, Amazon, iTunes, CD Baby. Grown Woman, free download, soundcloud.com, Sphenix, SPHYNIX-ROZE. I'm the only Sphenix Rose out there. And all my music is available for free download on SoundCloud, except for that one song, Can't Get Over You.
Well, look, Grown Woman is my favorite. Hey, we're going to be right back with Miss Rose, Miss Campbell, and Mr. Russell right after this break. Hey.
That we see. I'm a painter, I'm a photographer. All of these things are about color and sort of freezing life for just a moment. That's what a great painting or a great picture does for you. It freezes time in hopefully the most beautiful way, or the most memorable, sublime, peaceful. And I mean, you know how I am about peace. It's all about that for me.
Wow, so say so right on about that, because so many times I've looked at the scenery. I'll go outside on the patio and I look up at the sky, the beautiful sky, the mountains, like Susay said, the flowers, the different variations, and I say, God is good. I said, Lord, I thank you that I was able to wake up this morning and see all of this.
Yes. One more day for one more chance.
All right.
One more chance.
All right.
I like that.
At what age were you? I just woke up 25 weeks ago. What age? No, I always knew, because people say to me, "Oh, Cosandra, you're lucky," and I have to explain to them, it's not luck. It's the fact that God's got His hands wrapped around my 51.1-year-old body, and He's got me, and He's got me. And at the times when I didn't know I was even covered, when the times I thought those footprints were mine, let me tell you. Hey, it's Cosandra Calloway, and we're back for the Cosandra Calloway Show here on RMC On Air and blogtalkradio.com as well. I hope you guys are enjoying my guests, Miss Campbell, Miss Rose, and Mr. Russell. But what I want you guys to take a look at right now is take a look at some of my art. Now, if you want to purchase some of this art that's on the wall, please give us a call at 323-302-2820. That number again is 323-302-2820. As you can see, from the first show to this show, it's been probably like the revolving set. So we're just trying to get it right. So I'm like, why have stuff on the wall that's not mine? So throughout the show, you'll see various different pieces of art. Everything is for purchase. Hopefully one of my guests might buy some before they get out of here. So Star, now that I'm a little bit full, I might not have to come back today. Tell them your website, how they can follow you, how they can get some the times that you're open. Wait, and before we go to the food, the boyfriend that you found out was cheating on you. Look, you put it on YouTube.
I did. That was a long time ago. It was like 10 years, like 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
But my question is, has he seen you since then?
No.
I bet you he wish he could see you. No, don't ladies, don't we have those dudes like, I wish you could see me. I'm not even going to say no name.
I know.
I know my friend Lori is sitting there going, please don't say his name. Please. I'm not giving him that power. I let it go years ago.
Yes. Yes. I bless him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There
bless
it is.
the experience, He gave me footage. He gave me content. That piece wouldn't have been that interesting if I wasn't like getting lost on the highway. Where was it thinking about my cheating boyfriend?
Hey, look, I found out mine was cheating on me, but that's a whole nother show. We don't have time for that this show, but I'll make sure it's going to be on a whole nother show. Please. Star, tell them your address, how they can find you, get some of your amazing food.
Okay, well, I'm in Mid Wilshire, and I'm at 5068 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles, California 90019. My hours are Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays from 11 until 10. And then on Sundays, because I have a huge church following, it's from 11 a.m. until 8. And I do phenomenal dinners. I do brisket. I do turkey legs, turkey wings. I do baby backs, fried chicken, fresh fried chicken. I do catfish, blackened salmon, fried or baked. I do whiting, fish and chips, dirty rice, yams, collard greens, kale seasoned like collard greens, peach cobbler, blackberry cobbler, and everything's done with love. And it's not fast food. It's fresh, home-cooked food. So come visit me. I'm always there cooking.
Let me tell you, we visited them take a look at how we visited them last Tuesday. Hey. Calloway, we're at Mama Soul's. Now, I've just finished one of my most incredible shows, and I tried to come here before or after the show for some college music bands. So Mama Soul and Star's going to show me what else they got on the menu. I'm hungry. So next year. This food right here is incredible. I can't wait to finish this so I can have my peach cobbler. Thank you, Star. Hey, what you guys think?
Great. Awesome. Wow.
Nicely done.
Thank you so very much, Star.
Thank you.
So we'll work out some trade. I'll play that every show if I get a meal.
Yes.
That I don't look. Okay, that's why I did like that. I want a meal for every show that I play. I want a meal.
Okay.
You see, I tell you, I say it on the air because
I know. So she can lock me, and she's smart. I see how it's
My mother taught me well. Hey, check this out. We're gonna see how I get down on the red carpet, and we're also I'm gonna drop some bombs on myself, and you can see once again how I always get it wrong. Hey.
I've watched your work from rock to so many things. Ella Joyce, my name is Cosandra Calloway, and I'm actually the red carpet host this evening for the 24th annual NAACP Theater Awards. Why theater? Why is theater so important?
Theater is our unedited voice. That's why it's so important. It's our voice globally. It's our voice that lasts through the ages. It's our literary voice. And that voice needs to keep going strong and long and high. hard. We can teach one another through theater. We can entertain one another through theater. We have hope through theater. That's why theater is so important, especially black theater.
What advice would you give to an up-and-coming thespian?
I would tell them to stay true to their sense of the art. Whatever it is they want to express, whatever their talent is, stay true to it. Don't twist it and change it to try to please somebody else. Please the artistic love inside of you.
Yeah, this is Hey, it's Cosandra Calloway, and I'm not going to end the show before I show you all of those mistakes I made last week. Hey!
Welcome to Who Said That?
Hey, Charles, Chandrella, and Kevin, would you like to know what you guys are playing for? Now, I'm going to slide to your right. I had to turn to see which one was her right. The Cosandra Calloway Show. I want to thank RMC On Air, Funky Sticks, and everybody, because this is their first official Cosandra Calloway Show launching here at RMCOnAir.com. Oh, that's right. This is Calloway, and my name is Cosandra Calloway. And as you see, we're going to have an amazing show today. We have the amazing Supreme. So I want you guys to sit back and relax, and I'm going to ask you to give me video number 3. So as you can see, I'm working on trying to be a better host and try to get the guest names right. And what I'm figuring out at this point now is maybe I need to just slow down. And I can't slow down now with only 3 minutes, so I got to talk fast. What I have to say is, first I want to say to my boy, Mr. Cliff Russell, thank you, Cliff Russell, for coming to the Calloway Nation and the Cosandra Calloway Show and sitting in. You have a website how they can follow you?
Absolutely. They can follow me at Clifford at CR Promotions with an S, marketingmedia.com. Or they could follow me by Twitter at the Kipster.
Oh, wait a second. I can call you Kippy on the air?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kippy.
Come on now.
I got Kippy.
We go back that far, you know.
I got Kippy.
I also want to throw a shout out to my dear and good friend Tawala Sharp. Happy birthday to you, which is on Friday.
I
heard you earlier.
I thought you tried to act like I don't know Tawala.
No. I heard you earlier. That's why I wanted to throw mine in there, you know, because we go back as well. So, yeah, thank you.
Tawala Sharp, man, I love you to death. And he got a Superman shirt on Facebook because you are a super dad. Yes. Miss Campbell, why don't you tell them one more time how they can follow and keep up with your amazing food?
Well, I have a website for the restaurant, which is Mama Souls with an S on the end.com, and you can order through there. We're also available on Grubhub and Eat24. We do deliver. Yes, we do. We're soul food that delivers. And also, too, you can follow me on Instagram. You can see pictures of our whole cuisine, everything, all the dinners I've covered, and it's Mama Soul Restaurant at Instagram. So thank you, and hope to see you. Come by and visit the restaurant. I'll give you a free treat if you say if you've seen this on Cosandra. You can get a side of peach cobbler.
Wow.
Wait a minute now. Don't give him my peach cobbler. Give him some string beans or something. Because I get
I want to see. Bring him. Come on in. Yeah, sure. The holidays are here.
Is it peach cobbler here?
You got to come across the street, girl. It's in the oven.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're going to come across the street. Fresh out the oven. Oh, do you know how amazing that's going to be? Just as amazing as Mrs. Rose's talent. Miss Rose, tell them how they can follow you and get your music.
All right. S like Sam, PHYNIX _ that it's the same on Twitter and Instagram. On Facebook, I'm Phoenix Rose, SPHYNIX ROZE. I come up as soon as you type it in. And SoundCloud, soundcloud.com /Phoenix-Rose.
All right. From one model to another, talking music. It's Cosandra Calloway. Now, I've been sipping on some amazing ginger. And I know he's going to be mad because he's not prepared for this. But can you run over here real quick? We got a minute and a half. Come on, H. Quick. I said quick. Not like an old man. Swoop down. Tell them about this ginger real quick.
Okay, it's Hoshea. It's Ginger Surprise. If you go to gingersurprise.com, you see it. Also tonight at 9:30 New York time, they're showing my show called, it's on Z Living, and the show is called I Beat the Odds, and it's about a woman by the name of Summer Martin who she had 6 bouts of cancer that was beat with pure ginger. So
Wow. Tonight. All right, so now, what do you got to cue for me?
That ginger made her strong.
Ginger? What's in that ginger?
I want that ginger. I want that ginger. I want that ginger.
Gave me some muscles.
Apparently.
Matter of fact, I was trying. I should have had you bring the cup and pour me some. But here's what I'm going to say before I close. My goal in life is just to be the best person I could possibly be. To be the best human that God has created. And He's created amazing human beings like the ones that are sitting here today. I want to thank my guests once again for being here on the Cosandra Calloway Show. And my pearl of wisdom for today is just love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself better than you love everybody else you think loves you. Love yourself more than you can possibly do, because when you pour in the love to yourself, then you can give it out. You can't give anybody love if you don't have love. You can't teach anybody compassion if you don't have compassion. You can't teach anyone anything if you don't know it yourself. So take the time, go to school, learn, self-taught, become an intern like Raylan. I met her in the nail salon yesterday after ear hustling into my conversation, talking to Phoenix's manager, Marie. Okay? And she's here today. So you want to be an intern, want to be a part of anything we're doing, hit us up at 323-302-2820. I'm going to say this one more time. To my best friend, Jesus Christ, I love you on 14K. Hey!
No, she isn't. Yes, she is. Email Calloway2009@gmail.com.
You've just seen and heard the Cosandra Calloway Show. The Cosandra Calloway Show is filmed entirely at Roscoe's Media Center in Los Angeles, California. All content is copyright Callywood Media Network and may not be used without express written permission. Find out more about the Callywood Nation at callywoodmedia.com. Thank you for watching and listening to the Cosandra Calloway Show. This has been an On 14K production.